wonderful afternoon for football at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
180! Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Garoppolo on first down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing on first down is Murray. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Watch time. Three down. Mike 52.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here's Murray. And he fires one, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Pettis. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're 1st place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Let's go, D.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready? 52 by 52. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now Johnson, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Murray and company going for it on 4th. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. D Ford, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal, and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, The longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Let's go.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Go ahead.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 3rd and 19.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
I got you. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12 on the toss. Here's Johnson. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here's Murray, able to find Isabella. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Check 52 at the mic. Check 53.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on fourth down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here comes Pettis on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run the
touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Nick Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
He's checking. Mike's by 4.
Throwing now is Murray. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Andy Isabella was the intended target. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Number 53, Mike 53.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Problems on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Go. He's checking crack.
Murray now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Check. Go. I'm all over you. Run.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run.
Now this time Murray to throw it. David Johnson here on the catch. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Murray. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Andy Isabella, 33 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was pump the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
I got this.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
At the Cardinals' 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. He's going to look deep, and this is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On second and very short, Murray. Johnson's got it complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On second down now, it's Johnson.
We got this.
With the score, Niners 21, Cardinals 7.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
52, right 52.
Murray now on first down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they can get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. That's good for 28 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Check girls, check the ball.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss. Two there, 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And this is going to be intercepted. picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Here we go.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's taken down inside the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerick McKinnon, his second touchdown on the season. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Murray gets this one to Isabella. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And now the throw hauled in by Green. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Complete. It's Johnson. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Murray now. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They will run again with Coleman. Yeah, and he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On the screen, this is Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say, we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. Murray, one final try. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught at the 10.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Niners, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.